Hi, I chose to look into gender and sexuality in the medieval ages for my research topic. My goal being to get a better basis of the secular when we talk about the mixing of sacred and secular. Like, what was sexuality like in the medieval ages? And so, what I found was that one, the power structure over sexuality in the medieval ages was one of silence, that people were inclined not to talk about it, or that it wasn't something that people talked about commonly. And that if it was in the style of a confession. People confess their sexuality, which I feel like we can see in a lot of musical examples where people talk about their love for another, I suppose. Two, that women's sexuality in the medieval ages was largely suppressed or demonized. Women who came out and voiced their sexuality were made to be seen as monsters, to create a dominating power structure. Um, I think this is important, though, to understanding medieval music in the same way that our understanding of modern sexuality informs our understanding of modern music. I remember in an earlier lab we were talking about the a sexual metaphor, and I didn't understand the lyrics at all because I didn't really understand the metaphor at the time. And in the same way, if I didn't understand current sexuality, a lot of the metaphors and sexual references that we see in modern music, or general music, I suppose, I wouldn't be able to understand them as well. So a better understanding of medieval sexuality and the tendencies, I suppose, will better inform us of the music. And largely, I think the thing to take away is that the power structure, or the medieval sexuality was one of silence, and yet the music is what comes through, and we see that. Surprisingly, or something that surprised me, was that there's troubadour poetry which has queer themes. So interesting that we see almost a broader spectrum of sexuality through music too. Um, to continue on my research, I feel like an even deeper understanding of medieval sexuality would still contribute to a better understanding of the music. But largely, personally, what I would have liked to seen is more musical examples of sexuality, with her exhibiting a lot of sexuality, I suppose, post this reading and post deeper reading, I suppose. The one troubadour poetry with the queer themes was really interesting, going through and exploring that post the knowledge. So yeah, I hope you've learned something, or that this was informative. Thank you for watching.